Hello, good evening, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Today, I'll be answering your questions. We'll be helping you out with your businesses, with your projects, with your business to help you absolutely destroy 2023, 2025. 2025, 1 month is already behind us. And I hope you guys are doing well. Would love to hear from you. How is everything going in the business? Would love to answer your questions, help you with business, whether it's ads, strategy, funnels, product research, some personal stuff that you're dealing with, something that stops you from operating at your full potential. Would love to help you out. Love to give you my perspective, share my experience, and help you guys get back on track. So before we get started, please just drop one in the chat if you can hear me okay, if you can see me okay. Just drop one in the chat so I know the connection is good, no technical issues, and we'll get started with it in just few minutes. Already see some questions popping up. Beautiful, wonderful. If there is a question, there will be an answer, and be helping you out. Stay focused zone one. I see some ones here popping up. Awesome. Just drop one in the chat. You can hear me okay, you can see me okay. We'll be answering your questions. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's get started. Drop your questions here in the chat so they'll pop up. I'll get them on screen. Some of them I see here on Instagram already, so I will start with those. So I have a question here on Instagram from Sheepo1. I don't have sales in my store, right? So the quality of question will determine the quality of the answer, right? So I have no idea what you're selling. I have no idea how much you're selling it for. I have no idea what market you're selling it. Please give me more context so that I can answer your question, right? Because when you start selling products, oftentimes the problem is not what you think the problem is. And you have to identify what the problem is first in order to solve the problem. So if you don't have sales in your e-commerce store, it could be that you are not spending, you haven't spent enough money on ads, right? Maybe your ads suck, or maybe your funnel sucks, or maybe your product sucks, right? So that's how I always kind of like go through this process to identify what exactly is the problem. Because once you know exactly what the problem is, you can focus on finding the solution. So please drop more context. And also, guys, when you're asking questions, please, this will be super helpful for you in life in general. If you want good quality answer, just give more context. Just give more context exactly what you're trying to achieve, so that the quality of the answer will be the one that actually makes an impact for you. All right, Chipo1, selling jewelry. I have the store about 1 month. All right, so if you don't have sales, maybe the products that you have chosen, right? So you're selling jewelry products in January, February. If you were selling the same products in November, December, the results might have been different, because that's usually when people are buying jewelry products, or maybe the product itself is not good product. So then you have to change the product. But jewelry is usually very straightforward. Usually the way it works with jewelry, it's like you show people the product, and if they like it, they buy it. And if they don't like it, guess what? They don't buy it, right? So product selection makes a massive difference, specifically with jewelry products, because it's like impulsive decision. You like the design, boom, you buy it. So that's the way I look at it. So you might want to test some other products as well. Hey man, I sent you DM. Please send me DM. If I don't respond to your DMs, it's not because I don't want to respond to your DMs, but because I have thousands of DMs to respond to. So please drop some more follow up, right? Just don't be shy. Shy people don't get rich. Just follow up. Hey Alex, let me know. Alex. What's up, brother? What's up, Oost? Great to have you here, my man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're recovering well. So great to have you here. So, okay, see some questions here. You look You look jacked, Alex. I'm not jacked yet, but I'm working on this as we speak. Dialed in nutrition finally, dialed in my exercises, got a good coach. The difference between good coach and shitty coach is actually massive. Before I had a coach that was just like pushing me like weights and bigger weights. Now the coach I have is focusing on the right things, like focusing on the right technique, doing exercises until failure every single time, and I see results like a lot faster. And so that's in any area of life or business. The quality of coach, the quality of mentor you choose will determine the quality of the outcome that you're getting. So always be hyper selective with who you work with as your coach, because that will be a massive factor. Thank you so much, though. Unemployed CEO. I love this name. All right. So Polka Ketty. Hey, Alex, do you use Hong Kong agency accounts or EU or USA? We are using USA agency accounts, and also, yeah, we have some Chinese agency accounts. Those are great. Some of them even have cash back, which means, let's say we're spending, $100,000. There's like 2-3%, sometimes even 5% cash back, which is great. Helps us with margins as well. Yeah, if you need any interest to those agency accounts, just DM me on Instagram. By the way, overall, if you have any questions, or maybe like you ask a question here and I don't answer it for whatever reason, you just drop me a DM here. This is my Instagram. Let's connect on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. This is my Instagram. Hello. Just drop me a DM on Instagram. Let's connect there. Let's stay in touch. Love to help you with any of the resources. Have so many resources I can share with you, like resources on product research, ads optimization, ad scaling, optimizing your business for profitability, team building. Like, I have so many great tutorials, even logistics, even suppliers. I have so many great resources I want to share with you. This is my Instagram on screen. It's Alex Fedotov, 3F at the end. Would love to connect with you there. All right. Right now, okay, I have a question here from Jayant. Right now, which spy tool is best? Which spy tool is best? I think there's many good tools. I personally love the tool that we have built for ourselves, for our business. It's called Get Hooked AI. This tool is like literally has over 13 million ads. It has an active community of other entrepreneurs that are scaling their business, along with courses, with training that comes for free for everyone who's using Get Hooked. Has great filters here. Like, for example, if I wanted to filter by, just only VSLs. Let's say I'm using VSLs for my business and I want to see some VSLs here. Boom, just one filter. There you go. I have all of the VSLs from other companies laid out here with one simple search. I can see exactly what I should be modeling, what I should be learning from, what I should be implementing. If I want longer VSLs, like over 5 minutes, I can do that as well. There's like literally thousands of VSLs here alongside with the funnels that they're using. Like, for example, here, boom, they're using quiz funnel, right? So this one, let's say another one, let's say, boom, another one here, boom, advertorial. So you see the product they're selling, you see how they're selling this product, you see all of their best performing ads. You can also like literally start spying on their page, right? So you spy on their page, you see exactly how many ads they've been running, how many ads they launched. Like last month, they launched 603 ads. This month, in 3 days of the month, they launched 88 ads, right? So I can see exactly what they're selling, how they're selling it. I see their best performing hooks. I see their best performing ads. I see like literally everything here. I can also get a transcript from these ads in just few seconds. I can see how many videos, how many images. I can send it directly to my team member and I can start recreating it and printing. So that is the purpose of this tool. That's my favorite one. It's called Get Hooked. There's many good ones on the market, but this one is specifically what we're using right now in our 8-figure business. and something that helped us to streamline our creative process, product research process, just help us find more winning ads. So that's Get Hooked AI. All right, so let me see. So many great questions. Let me just start. Let me just go from the start. Okay. So stay focused zone. All right. If you spend $50 daily in one ad, how much it will take to know if it's good ad or bad ad? I mean, it was in like probably $100 to $200. You should know if it's a good ad or not. But if your metrics are very bad, like for example, you get like click-through rate of 0.5% and your cost per click is like $5, then within the first like 10, $20, you know that this is a bad ad. So it depends on initial metrics. Initially, you look at the kind of like soft metrics, your click-through rate, your CPC. And then as you're getting more data, you see your funnel metrics, like what percentage of people that you sent to your website actually added product to the cart, what percentage of them have actually bought it, because good metrics on the front end, this is very, very, very important to realize. If you have very good metrics on the front end, let's say your click-through rate is like 5% and your cost per click is like super cheap, let's say it's like 20 cents, 50 cents, but then you're sending traffic to the website and people are not buying, and people are like, oh, my ads are great, they're working phenomenal. But guess what? Your ads are probably curiosity ads. What that means is, you're getting people to the website, but you're not pre-selling your product and the problem that you're solving for your customers. So people clicking out of curiosity, but they're not ready to buy. So your ads, they need to build the pain, build the desire for the product, and that's what makes great ads. Let me know if that makes sense. Stay focused zone. Would love to help you with some more feedback. All right. So, hi, I'm from Kazakhstan. Great to have you here, Cosmre. I'm starting organic dropshipping. Is home product sellable or should I change? Can you say 1-2 products? I mean, if you're selling some gadgets, yes. Like there was this product called a Galaxy kind of like night lamp. That was a good product. There's some gadgets that you can definitely sell with organic dropshipping, right? It's you just have to focus on lower price points because the conversion rates from TikTok, especially from organic ads, will be pretty low. So you want to focus on products that are like 20, 30, up to like $50 max. That's what you want to focus on. Lifting motivation. What do you think about new Trump tariffs and tariff exemption taking place today? Tariffs of what? Like 10% from China? Nothing, right? There's ways to minimize the value of products that a lot of people are using. There are ways around it. 10% is not, I think it's 10%. I think 25% is for Canadians. And 10% from China. Oh, poor Canadians, man. If I'm not mistaken, that was the last update I saw. Like if that's not accurate, or if Trump announced something else, let me know in the chat. But that's what I saw. 10% from China. It's like nothing, not a lot at all. I mean, unless your product is like costs like $20,000, right? Like then it's like, oh, tax are $2,000. But if you're selling normal, regular product, you're selling them on your e-commerce business, 10% is not significant. And if you work with the right supplier, for which, by the way, if you want great suppliers to work with, people that can source your products, import your products cost effectively, just DM me, Alex Fedotov, on Instagram. DM me suppliers. I'll send you their contact information. These are the people that I worked with for many years now. They're trustworthy people. They will send your orders. They will import your products. They'll deliver on time. They're great and responsive to work with. So if you need their contact information, please just DM me on Instagram. Alex Fedotov, 3F at the end. DM me suppliers and I'll send you their contact information. How do I know if product is winning? Well, I answered this question actually in my conversation with my partner Mark the other day, and I think it's actually like it's complicated, right? It's basically like The product is winning if it's profitable. So it's hard, man. It's hard to, and it's not as straightforward, right? It's like but it's if it's profitable. Basically, like you test the product. If it's profitable, above break-even point, it's a winning product. Even if it's break-even point, you can make the product profitable by optimizing your funnel, by optimizing your ads. Let me know if that makes sense. All right. So if you spend $50 daily on one ad, how much it will take to know if a good ad or bad one, considering you have good CTR and CPC? Yeah. So I just answered that one. You would just monitor your funnel metrics. So on the Facebook dashboard, you can add these fields like average order value. You can add the conversion rate. You can also add, I think, add to cart. If there is an event for add to carts, you can add how many add to carts have been produced from a particular ad, and then you can see how its progression goes throughout the funnel, not just on the ad side, because again, the metrics on the ad side could be phenomenal, but then you basically have very bad metrics on the funnel side, which are the most important. And so you want to focus on the metrics throughout the whole funnel, from the initial exposure to your ad, from the initial click, from the moment person sees the ad to the moment the person just like takes the credit card out of their wallet and buys your product and gives you money, right? So you want to monitor it throughout the whole funnel. All right. So if you have store for about 6 months, you can exit it. Is that a question? If you have a store for 6 months, can you exit it? Around 600K in revenue, 20% margin. Yeah, you can exit it. It won't be like a crazy exit, but I mean, you can get your 100, 200, 300 Gs, depending who's buying it. Easy, no problem. I have some people I can refer your way. Freshest, please DM me on Instagram. Get yourself a few hundred Gs, even 100 Gs. Boom, you made 120 Gs from your store. Now you just make like another 100 Gs by selling your store. There's a lot of people that would be willing to buy the store like that. Those won't be very sophisticated buyers. Those people probably buying it because they just want like extra source of income or something. But I mean, just reflect on that, right? The opportunity we have as e-commerce entrepreneurs. So Freshest is typing right now. Yeah, 6 months, made $120,000 in profit with a new store. How fucking crazy that is. Like, how crazy is that in 6 months, you can create something that makes more money than most people working 9-to-5 jobs in 6 months. In 6 months. Shout out to you, Freshest. But it's fucking insane, right? Like, we're just like, yeah, it's 600K in 6 months. It's like 20% more. It's like 120 Gs per. How fucking insane that is. Like, people go to university for fucking 10 years to make 120 Gs a year. Like, in the United States, they're like $300,000, $500,000 in student loans to make 120 Gs a year. Freshest just sits in his room, creates a business that makes 120 Gs, and now he wants to sell it. Fucking insane. It's fucking insane. Like, the opportunity that we're all exposed to, that we have the access to, and all of the tools that are available to us right now to make life-changing amounts of money. And that's just fucking incredible. Like, think about it. Just fucking let it sink in for a second. Ooh, like, this is fucking crazy. Like, imagine like 30 years ago, like, I mean, you have to fucking travel to another country to make money, to meet other people. Now you're sitting in your room, clicking on buttons, selling products to people all over the world. How fucking insane that is. You have ChatGPT, you have all of the AI tools to help you write copy, to help you put your like website together. Like, all of these things are so easy and accessible now. And people are still fucking around and sitting and waiting for the perfect time. The perfect time is fucking now. Like, now. Freshest. I mean, you just made my day. Thank you so much, sir. Ken Bummer. All right. Now the tariffs are coming to Chinese goods. What will happen to dropshipping? Is the only way forward is to bulk import inventory to the US? Again, I'll have to double check on it. If it's like 10%, it won't change your numbers much. If it's more than 10%, I mean, there is always ways around it. Again, Ken Bummer, please, my man, reach out. If I gave you information with my suppliers, please connect with them. There's always like ways around it. People finding like different, ways to still ship products cost effectively. So, I mean, bulk import inventory for long-term success of your business is absolutely necessary if you want to build long-term brand with customers that are happy with fast shipping. I think long-term that strategy definitely makes sense. And if not, yeah, there's still ways to dropship from China. It's not like, I mean, think about like Temu, right? Or Tamu, like that business. I mean, let me see here. Let me see the latest information. Our president is so fast with executing this shit. Let me just check if he changed any of his. Yeah, China. Let me see China. Yeah, like I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy. I mean, let me show you my screen. It's 10%. What's the problem here? All right, so you can see this is like what? February 1st. This is like official website. It's called whitehouse.gov, government website, right? So President Trump has implementing 20% additional tariffs on imports from additional 10% on imports from China. Let me see if there's anything on China here. China. In China, it's like 10%. Like there's nothing. I mean, people always like make it such a big deal, right? There's always ways around it. Again, if you work with the right people, there's always ways around it. And so you have to do is work with the right people who find the ways around it. So please, Ken Baumer, reach out to me on Instagram, and I'll see how I can help you connect with the right people that can help you to make it cost effectively for your business. Question from, I'm sorry, this name is unpronounceable. Did you make this with Mark Build Brands? Yes, Mark is my partner. And we're doing this together. That's right. All right. Question from Bola Balu. Hi, bro. I'm Balu Bola. Oh, is it Balu Bola? Okay, so it's first name or last name? Balu Bola or Bola Balu? All right. I'm from India. How to make 1 million per year? Is it like in rupees or in US dollars? If you're from India, just let me know. Clarify on that. How to make $1 million? I mean, I think the best way to make $1 million is to start an e-commerce business because it's something that is very scalable. If you find the product that works, you can grow it to $1 million. Like not instantly, not in a week, like many people expect, but you can grow it to substantial numbers. And so Balu Bola, just reach out to me on Instagram. I'll drop some tutorials, or check my YouTube channel. I have some great tutorials here that I want to share with you on product research, on creating winning ads, on just structuring your business in general, to help you just kind of like get better understanding of what it would take for you to get your business off the ground. Mako, great question. Very high level question. At what level of recurring revenue should I start investing in improving product quality and branding, working with the factory to customize it? What's the best approach? Thanks. Mako, my man, thank you so much. It's an amazing question. And the answer to that question is, if you're profitable and if you have the capital to do it, you should do it, right? So, and especially like, let's say you're selling a product, right? let's say you're selling, I don't know, like you're selling some gadget, and then you constantly see like, or you're selling a supplement. Let's say you're selling a supplement, right? And people are like, oh, I really fucking don't like the taste. I really don't like the taste. I really don't like the taste. I really don't like the taste. And then you analyze all of your 1-star reviews and you see like most people are not happy with the taste. Then you can just reach out to the factory, reach out to the supplier that you're sourcing the product for, or I can give you my suppliers. Again, just DM me suppliers on Instagram. I'll send you amazing contacts of people who can help you to customize your product, brand your product, improve the quality of your product, do the quality insurance of your product, do the third-party testing on your product, basically do everything with your product to make your product as good as humanly possible. And if you have the money to do it, you should absolutely do it. But you should not be just inventing products and making kind of like something that you would want to see, but you should listen to your customers and see what they're mostly complaining about. If they're mostly complaining about the taste, improve the taste. If they're complaining about the texture, improve the texture. If they're complaining about the packaging, improve the packaging. If they're complaining about, if you're selling gadget and they're complaining about certain feature or the battery, improve the fucking battery, right? Just focus on elements that are the most impactful, that will give you your customers better experience. I made a mistake in the past where it's like, oh, I want to create this totally custom product from scratch. No one else has it in the market. It will be totally new product. No one has sold it before. And I will be the pioneer and I'll make billions of dollars. And that shit didn't happen, right? Because like, create the product, start selling the product, and it turns out people don't want to buy the fucking product, right? So only improve things that people actually care about. And if you do that, you should do extremely well. And by the way, Mako, my man, you should join us at Elite Mastermind event. We're putting this amazing event in Dubai, end of February. 200 successful e-commerce entrepreneurs, 7-figure, 8-figure, 9-figure e-commerce entrepreneurs coming together to learn, to have great fun, to network, to learn. We have some speakers, like 9-figure speakers. We have some amazing people in attendance. We have some amazing brands in attendance. Like literally creme de la creme of this industry is coming together February 28th to Dubai. And we're all networking, learning, and having fun together. You should absolutely join us. If you guys want to join us, just DM me Elite on Instagram. I'll drop a link here. We're just bringing these amazing people together, right? Imagine 200 people, just like 200 minds coming together to help each other out, to learn, to network, to exchange insights, to exchange what's working, to help each other out. Imagine the power of that. And imagine the quality of your network that you will have after an event like this. Quality of people that you'll be in touch with. It's like, hey, I have this problem in my business. Boom, I have this guy I met at the Elite Mastermind in Dubai that knows exactly the problem. His business is ahead of mine. I do 5 million a year. He does 20 million a year. He already been through the challenges that I'm currently going through. He has a contact. Boom, reaching out, problem solved, 20 minutes. Let's fucking go. Let's back to scaling my business. That is the power of events. That's why I'm personally going to like so many different events. Like every single year, we're investing hundreds of thousands of dollars into education for our team, into the events, into mentors, because the impact that shit has on your business is just incredible. And I would love to see you in Dubai. Just DM me Elite on Instagram. I'll send you details. I'll see if you're a good fit. We're qualifying. Like we want to make sure that everyone in the room is qualified to be there. It's not for beginners. It's not for people that are starting out. It's only for people that are doing numbers. So the quality of attendees is just like next level. And I would love to see you guys there. Network, get to meet you in person, have fun together, and just help each other grow. So question number, there's no numbers. I'm just fucking around. All right. New store, good metrics, no sales. Any advice? Okay. Again, is the problem the product? Is the problem the ads? Is the problem the store and your funnel, right? So one of these three, you have to identify which one is it. If metrics on ads are good, but people are not buying, most likely it's either your ads or the product itself, right? If your metrics are good, or let's say your metrics are bad on the ads, but your funnel is converting and you're getting sales and you have good conversion rate, like 3-5%, then it's most likely your ads. And so you have to identify what actually is a bottleneck. And for each one of these, I have amazing resources to share with you. I have templates, I have cheat sheets, I have training, I have many great things that I humanly and possible for me would be to share like all of it on this call. So I would love to share it directly to you on Instagram. If you DM me on Instagram at AlexFedotov, 3F at the end, I'll send you those resources. Just DM me. If it's a product, it's a product. If it's ads, it's ads, right? And the creatives. I'll send you some amazing resources on that. If it's funnels, DM me funnels. If it's your product quality, DM me product and give me more context so that I can help you the most. And that's what I want to do. I want to help you, and I want you to like, oh, thank you, Alex. Thank you, Alex. I just like doubled my business in the last 2 months thanks to you. And you jump on the next call and you say, hey, Alex, thank you so much. And that shit makes my day. And that's why I do this. All right. All right. We have another question here from Mumatum. Mumatum asking, what practices would you recommend to a beginner to get better at e-com? Right? So that's a great question. To get better at anything, there's only 2 ways to do it. It's either through learning theory or by practicing your craft, right? So, okay, so if I want to become better at e-commerce, I have to learn about e-commerce on a theory level. You can do that from tutorials. You can do that from trainings. You can do that from learning from experts. You can do that on Twitter, or you can do that by practicing and analyzing your data, see what works and see what doesn't. And if you want to accelerate that process even more, the best way to do it is through someone who will guide you, like a mentor or a coach who will be giving you feedback. Okay, Mumarum, like, okay, your ads actually suck, right? And so that mentor would be kind of like straightforward with just like, like the website you built, it doesn't actually look good, and metrics are actually not very good. So you have to adjust this, and this if you want your website to work better. And then you take that feedback and then you implement and it becomes better. And you're like, oh, next time I will know, right? And so this way you're like, oh, you have this paradigm shift and paradigm shift and paradigm shift and paradigm shift. And over time, you become very fucking good at it. But overall, like there's only 2 ways to learn. It's either through learning information or by practicing the information and getting the active feedback loop from the market. Let me know, Momaram, if that makes sense. And if I can support you in any way, send you some resources, send you some help, send you some in the right direction, connect you with some people, DM me on Instagram. Don't be shy. Shy people don't get rich. The question from Express is COGS of $12, including shipping, and selling at $45 enough margin for cosmetics, beauty products, face cream, selling in USA will also have bundles. For example, selling 2 units for $80 with COGS of $22. These are pretty good margins. And by the way, your COGS with 2 products should be lower than $22, a little bit lower, because you will pay less for shipping, right? If you put 2 products in a package, your cost of shipping will not like incrementally increase or double. Your cost will be just like a little bit higher, but then the products themselves, your cost will not be $22. If it's $22 instead of 12, then there's probably some optimization that could be made on your shipping rates so that it's cheaper for you. But overall, this margin is not bad. If you have at least 3x, then it's a good margin. Ideally 4x, right? So in that case, let's say your COGS are 20, you're selling it for 80, you're in a good spot. These are very good, healthy margins for cosmetic products. And then with scale, let's say you're placing an order for like 100,000 units for your cosmetic products. You go to your manufacturer, you go to your supplier, and you say, hey, my brother, I want to place an order for 100,000 units. Give me a better price. And if they say like, hey, no, the price is a price, I will not give you a cheaper price. Then you say, okay, thank you, my brother. I'll just go to the factory across the fucking street. I'll get it from them and they'll give me a cheaper price. And they're like, okay, my brother, I understand. You know what? I just made a calculation and actually we can give you a better price. So now you have more leverage. The more volume you do, the more leverage you have. The more leverage you have, the better price you get. The better price you get, the better your price gets. The more margin you have, the more money you make, the more profit you make, the faster you scale your business. All right. So Express, let me know if that makes sense. That makes sense, my man. But margin overall, starting margin is not bad at all. If you can sell that product at 45, it's pretty decent margin. Pretty decent margin to start with, and then over time with a scale you can improve it even further. Giant, I'm starting dropshipping but I'm confused between influencer marketing versus native ads. Please guide me. No problem. So influencer marketing is when you're sending the product to someone who has an audience and who will promote it to their audience for a percentage of sales or for just a flat fee. That's influencer marketing. So if you have someone who's willing to do that, you can test it out. Influencer marketing is a pretty powerful tool. Native ads are the ads that you would see on different magazines. Let me see if I can find some magazines for you here, or like not even the magazines, but like websites. I'll share my screen here for you, and we'll show you what influencer, what native ads are, right? So as you're going through this, right? Let's say this website, you might see some banners here on the website. These are the native ads, right? So they usually lead traffic to like a VSL page or just like a lander page. Another one is here. They're leading to a page that looks like this. And then from there, they're converting traffic. Now, this is very broad traffic. This is a lot worse, let's say, than Facebook in terms of the quality, but the volume of traffic is just insane. Your cost per click will be very cheap on native ads, but the quality of that traffic will not be as high as Facebook, right? So your conversion rates will be lower, but these are the native ads. So native ads you can place using websites like Outbrain or Taboola, right? So let's say if I click on one of these links here, all right, I just want to show you. Let's see, where are these links? Where are these links? Okay. It's gone. They're gone. Okay, here, right? So if I click on this link, you can see this link first says Outbrain. It was for a brief second here. And if you're in mobile, you probably won't see it, but it's either Outbrain or Taboola. These are the main networks for the native ads. And those are pretty solid, but you have to learn how to do it. I'm a big fan of Facebook as a starting platform. So you crack Facebook, get it to solid momentum, and then you start stacking native ads, you start stacking influencer marketing. Unless your product is super unique and influencers will be crazy for it, then you can start with influencer marketing. Because if your product is very different from everything they have seen before, and also you have good messaging for the brand, and maybe you have some social messaging behind the brand. For instance, for every purchase on your website, you give like some percentage of your profit to some foundation. So there's like social element, which influencers like a lot. Other than that, I would just stick with Facebook, then stack it with native or influencer marketing. But Facebook is a foundation, is a starting point. Giant, let me know if that makes sense. Josiah 101. If you had to start dropshipping with 10K USD now, how would you do it? Testing more products or more creatives per product? Personally, I would do more creatives per product. I would do the research on the product that I'm selling, right? And I would want to make sure that the product I'm going after is validated. The other people are selling it successfully. I have some angles that could differentiate my product from their products. And then I would just focus on the creatives, because in that case, so in order to, I need to show it visually. I need to show it visually because otherwise it might not land, and I want it to land, and for you guys to see the whole like thought process here. All right, so sharing my screen. All right, so here, right? There's only 3 elements to make e-commerce business successful. Either it's established business, or it's a business that you just want to start with $10,000. So funnel, for instance, this is funnel, by the way. Like, this is fun. All right, this is funnel, all right? Just so you know. All right, so product. If you've done your research on the product, you know that there's like established competition. There's a good margin on the product. It's proven to sell, and it also has some elements to it that you can differentiate. Maybe you have like an angle that you can differentiate with, right? Then you know that this part is taken care of. So product is out of the way. Now the only 2 variables you have to figure out to make your e-commerce business successful is ads and a funnel. How you advertise, right? Which is the creative, right? Which is your ads, and then your funnels. And funnels will be predicated on 2 main metrics: your average order value and the conversion rate, the profitability of your funnel. So if you have these parts dialed in and you model someone who's already successful, and that's literally why I love GetHooked so much, because it gives you all of these brands and you see how successful these brands are. So let's say I choose brands that are doing VSLs. All I have to do is I have to go through all of these pages. I have to learn how they do it. I have to just like model what's already working in the space and replicate it for myself. Like literally, like that's basically the shortcut, because otherwise you'd have to guess, oh, should I sell this product or should I not? Also, you see all of these successful competitors and how many ads they launch. So if someone has only like for example, if I go here, right? So this is the library of over 30 million ads on GetHooked, right? So for example, this company here has 68 active ads, right? This company here has 290 active ads. And so, and as you scroll through this, you see, let me just hide this brand. You see, for instance, this one has 47 active ads. This one here has 496. So which one is a better one to model? I personally like to model the one that's successful and that's launching a lot of ads. So if I go here, I start spying on this brand and I start spying on this brand. And then within a few minutes, you'll see exactly how many ads they have launched in the last, let's say, 4 months. So I can see if that company is even worse modeling and learning from. Because if that's their first months launching that product, then it's probably not a good company that haven't been around for a very long time. If I look at this brand here, for example, they launched 2,295 ads in November. They launched 800 ads in December. They launched 653 ads in January, and they launched already in 3 days of February of this month. They launched 97 ads. So now I can see clearly that this product here, they're scaling, they're running a lot of ads for it. This is a successful company that I can model. I can go ahead and model their product pages if I want to. I can see if they're using any advertorials. I can see what percentage of traffic they're running to each one of their pages. So this is their most successful product page where they're driving the most amount of traffic. I can also see the images, right? So let's say if I only want to do images, if I don't have the capacity to do videos, boom, I see all of the images that are driving to that product. These are very easy to replicate. And inside of GetHooked, we literally have over 500, it's probably even more, like 600 templates right now that you can just model for yourself. Like, for example, if you have this ad here, you want to replicate it for yourself within few clicks, boom, you have it. You replace some of this text, and you just like, boom, you can remove it, you can add it, you can replace with whatever you want. You can replace this image for your product specifically. Boom, you're already in business. You're ready to advertise with image ads. and you're ready to scale it up. How cool is that? The tool is called Get Hooked AI. And I would recommend give it a try because it will help you to make more money. And if you make more money, you'll be a happy person. The person that makes money, happy person. Like what's wrong with that? All right. So, so many questions here. Okay. Ivan Ray. Josiah one-on-one, please let me know if that makes sense. All right. So what are the advantages of agency ad accounts? What are the agency account fees? From what budget it's worth using agency ad accounts? Now, Ivan, if you have your own solid ad accounts, your own seasoned and solid business manager, then you might not need agency accounts. However, let's say your own business manager got banned, your ad account got banned, whatever, the issues you're facing right now, then you might consider agency ad accounts. And also for the diversification purposes, let's say you do $300,000 a month with your business and you're reliant on one ad account. Even if it's very good ad account, what happens if your ad account gets shut down? You are in a big trouble because you stop getting sales. So I would recommend to diversify, have few backups with agency accounts. Their fees usually like 1 to 3% on the ad spend, which is not ideal. But some of them also have cashback. So there's different options that I would recommend looking into. Ivan Ray, if you DM me on Instagram, I will recommend you a few options that I'm personally using. I know those are great options, and would love to share those with you to help you diversify your ad spend. And I know some people that are just from day one using agency accounts, and there's nothing wrong with that. Brand new business, fresh business, to start using agency accounts. If you don't have your own assets, if you don't have your own BM, your own ad accounts, then agency accounts are great because they don't have limitations on ad spend. If you create a new ad account, you probably have $50 a day ad spend limit, which is not a lot. And agency accounts have no ad spend limits whatsoever. So they will give you that great initial foundation. All right. Question from Mohammed Badawi. All right. Hi, I have a question. What's the best thing to do to reach 1 million revenue? One store, one product, or one store, multiple products, and why and how? Thank you. Mohammed, it's a great question. The way to get to $1 million in revenue is different from different stores and different niches, right? Personally, my favorite one is to start with one product, really dial in the funnel, really dial in the creatives for that one product, and then start stacking other products. So for example, you start with a beauty gadget, right? So you start with one product. Then as you start rolling out that product and it's doing well, then you start adding new products. Let's say a skin cream, maybe some lotion, maybe some serum that would be complementary to the main product you're selling. And the reason you want to make it complementary is because you want to bundle these products. You want to create, let's say, one bigger package. Let's say if your one product costs $50, now you combine 3 or 4 of these products and you make that bundle, let's say $70, $80, $100. So you can increase your average order value and you can make more money. But for me, that's the best way to scale an e-commerce business. If you're thinking about longevity, if you want to build a real brand, if you want to just make money, you can just randomly sell any product you see. Some people do this. They want to test 5 products a day, and they just product. And then sometimes those products, work out and they make a few $100,000 with it. And then they switch to another product. But this way you don't build a business. And if you want to build a business, not just make revenue, then I would recommend to stick to one product, one niche, and continue building on that momentum. Mohammed, let me know if that makes sense. Oost, what's your favorite book? What's your favorite book? That is a great question. I have some books here. What's my favorite book? I'll show you my favorite book. So, all right. All right. You ask me for one book, I'll give you 3 books, right? So now, advertising wise, marketing wise, this one, Breakthrough Advertising, golden, right? Shows you all of the stages of market evolution, market awareness, like different types of headlines, different types of offers you can do. Like this book by itself is gold. I mean, yeah, it will give you such a great foundation. You probably already have it. I know you're a smart guy. How to Get Rich, on the mindset side, on overall like business side, this, I mean, my favorite book by far, How to Get Rich. Very sketchy name, right? Very like, but at the same time, it's a great book because it's from the guy who created a very successful business. He created Maxim magazine. If you guys know, it's a great magazine. It's a great magazine. It is a great magazine. Maxim magazine, and many other magazines, many other businesses he created. He was worth about $500 million when he died. He already passed away, but he talks about different like limiting beliefs that people have when it comes to building a business, starting a business, growing the business, like how to build a team, like, I mean, literally like the whole blueprint to build a successful business and to get rich is outlined in this book. I love this a lot. And then on the higher level thinking, I love this book from this billionaire from Iceland. His name is like unpronounceable, but it's called Billions to Bust and Back. Right, the guy was made a lot of money, then lost a lot of money, and then made his money back. And so he went from like billions of dollars in net worth to like basically nothing, to negative net worth, and then he rebuilt that fortune again to billions of dollars. It's a great book. So these 3 are great. I highly recommend it. So Billions to Bust and Back, from this guy with unpronounceable name, Golfson. Yes, fuck's sake. Felix Dennis, How to Get Rich, and the daddy, Eugene Schwartz, Breakthrough Advertising. So these are 3 great books, and I would just recommend read them again and again. People are like, oh, it's like I need to get like myself 20 books, like 30 books, and I have like loads of books, but many of them I haven't read completely, right? But I focus on the same book, and then I'm just reading it and reading it and reading it. And every time I'm reading it, like let's say I read this book like probably fucking 10 times, and every time I'm like, oh shit, boom, there's like a belief, or there's like one insight that just like lands, right? So it's not about the quantity of books that you read, but how you read them and how they impact your thinking and your behavior, right? So if that's that's how you get the value from the books. Sina, my man, Oost, oh, my guys here, my young savages. All right, take it, mods. Hi, Alex, I have good data and task input, half in scaling, but when increase the budget, it performs worse. Please help. Why? Why it performs worse? Maybe because your creatives and your funnels are not good enough yet, right? So you still have to do some work on improving those, because different creatives will hold a different amount of ad spend. There are creatives that can handle, let's say, $10,000 a month ad spend, and there are creatives that can only hold $500, $10,000 a day ad spend, and there's some that only can hold, let's say, 300, 500. And so, and when you show that same creative to more people, it doesn't get them to buy. And that's why, you have to get back to the drawing board. Take it, mods, please, and just see how you can make your ads even better. That's pretty much like I've seen. So, I have seen like, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of ads, right? And then like out of all of that amount, there's some amount like that just like fucking crushes, and you put more budget behind it and it crushes, and some that just like you're trying to increase budget and it's like, right? But then it's also the funnel, right? That's why the funnel is so important, because let's say if you increase your average order value by $10, and it's definitely possible if you're using funnels, if you're using advertorials, if you're using some good direct response, you can increase your average order value by $10. What impact would that have on your profitability? It's insane, right? So now you can put more budget behind it and you will still be profitable, and you wouldn't be asking this question. You would be asking question, how to scale even further. So that's that. Take it, mods. Let me know if that makes sense. Also, there is a backend element to it as well, right? If you don't have email, if you don't have SMS, that's collectively between like 15 to 30% of your revenue that you could get without spending more money on ads. So I would just pay some attention to that. Send some emails to your list so you can monetize your email list better, and you can make more money from the backend of your business. And if you do these things, then you should be able to scale up no problem. All right. Damian, what a great question here. How to go about testing different mids for approval rates without affecting too much the revenue? Is there a way to A/B test them at the same time, or should I test them one by one? Damian, what a great question. It is called load balancing. Load balancing means, let's say you want to send $100,000 to this mid, $100,000 to another mid, and then, as many mids as you want, or, whatever the amount, maybe you want to send 300,000 to each. It's available on a more advanced CRMs like Checkout Champ. On Checkout Champ, you can connect multiple mids. You can distribute the load of volume for each one of those. You can monitor the dispute rates, separately. But if you don't have that advanced CRM, then you'd have to do it manually. And the way to do it manually is just to have, different funnels, or just like mid of the month, let's say, change your mids. Let's say you process like $100,000 to one, you just replace the mid on the back end in the funnel, and then to monitor obviously the approval rates, because the approval rates might be different from different mids, and you would just double down on the ones that work the best. But Checkout Champ is a great CRM for more advanced testing of your mids. Damian, please let me know if that makes sense. That is a great question. Damian, my man, you're joining us in Dubai. Would love to see you. You're asking like advanced questions, so would love to see you in Dubai at Elite Mastermind event. Just DM me, please. DM me Elite on Instagram, and I'll send you more details. Would love to see you. These are great questions. Hi, Alex. Thoughts on the new tariffs? Is it only 10%? I'm really confused. Well, again, let's get back to the facts. Let's check it from the official source. Fact sheet on the official government website. All right. 10% additional tariff on imports from China. If you find another source of the information, I would love to see it. If you find it's like 50%, I would love to see it. But this is what I see. This is official information. This is the official website, and it says 10%. Yeah, 10% is not a big deal. And if you work with the right supplier, they'll probably find some ways to make it more cost efficient. Madrid guy, you're the greatest in this game, man. Thank you so much, Madrid guy. We would love to see you in Dubai. If you're doing some numbers, if you're doing 100 G's a month more, would love to see you in person so that we can help you to scale up your business. All right. On your come up, DMX, the question from DMX himself. That is awesome. DMX. On your come up, did you have times when you felt like you were stuck or were not doing enough? Did you always feel like you were doing everything you needed to do every second? I still feel this way, and it never goes away, because I think that's how high performers are wired up, because we always think we can do better. We always think we can do things more efficiently, faster, and we're just very hard on ourselves. That never goes away. It is definitely less than it was, but it is still there. So if you have that, don't worry about it. This is good. This is good. This is high performance shit. right? If people feel like, oh, I'm doing everything I can, yeah. It's like you ask someone like, oh, how is everything? Like, oh yeah, I'm doing very well. Like I'm doing everything I can. Shit, I mean, there's a very like high chance that that person just lying to themselves, or they might not even know their full potential. Because if you know your full potential, then you know that you're not doing enough because your full potential is so far from where you are right now and how you're operating, then you simply won't be happy with your current performance, and you know that you can do so much better. So yeah, Max, that's cool. Just keep it going, improving every day, and you will level up. You will level up. And like the way I think about it too is like, okay, maybe you're not operating on your best level right now, but are you operating on a better level than you were 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Did you evolve as a person, as individual? Like, for example, give me my example. I was fat, right? Like I was I was like overweight like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I'm looking at those pictures now and I'm like, shit, I mean, I was so fat, man. And but now I'm looking at myself and I'm in better shape. And I'm like, shit, no, it's not good enough. Man, it's not good enough. It's like, I want to be jacked. I want to be like muscles like everywhere. I want to be like flexible. I want to be mobile. I want to do some martial arts, come back to that. Like, there is so many things I still want to do. And I'm like, fuck, I can do better. I can do better. I can do better. It's like, oh, how much did I do last week? Oh, this week I want to do better. Next week, I want to do better. Next week, I was like, yeah, I can do even better. And so that's what high performers do. Use it as your blessing. Use it as this never ending self improvement and self growth process. Because the moment you think you made it, the moment you think you're doing enough, there is some other person on the other side of the fucking world that doesn't think this way. And that person might be your direct competitor. You might be thinking, oh, my ads are good. Oh, my funnels are good. Oh, my team is good. Oh, my business is good. And that person doesn't think this way. They think like, oh shit, I can do better. I can beat that fucking guy. And life is a constant competition, constant self-evolution, self-progress. And the moment you stop, you're basically declining, right? Everything in nature, if you think about nature, everything that happens in the nature, like the tree, its either grows or it fucking dies. The animal, they grow, they max out their potential, they cannot grow anymore, they die. Like, that's nature. And humans are the part of nature. So, all right. I think, guys, ooh, these are some great. You look good, bro. Ukrainian Giga Chat. Thank you, my man. Thank you. Working on it, and hopefully, what I do is helpful for you guys. That is my main goal here, to help you guys with different resources. I have to go because I have to go back to running a business. I would do this all day if I didn't have to do it, but I still do it because I love it. I love running the business, but I also love jumping on these calls. And I would love to also help you with specific challenges that you have. And if you want help with that, please, it's Alex Faratov 3F at the end on Instagram. Hit me up with the questions that you have. Please hit me up, send me your questions, send me your challenges, send me everything that you are currently like dealing with, so that I can support you, I can help you, I can send some resources your way, and I can help you to improve your business, make it more profitable, get some feedback on any challenges you're facing. And now I just wanted to one final thing before I drop off is this. I want to see you guys in Dubai, but those of you guys who are already doing like at least 100K months in revenue, you want to scale your business, you want to connect with high level entrepreneurs. I want to see you in Dubai. This is end of February this year, right? So basically what? A few weeks from now, 200 successful e-commerce entrepreneurs coming together to network, to learn from each other, to exchange insights. And I would love to see you there, connect with you in person, and also have a lot of fun. So if you want details on this and you want to join us, just hit me up on Instagram. DM me elite on Instagram. I'll send you more details. I'll send you all of the logistics, and would love to see if you can make it and join us in Dubai. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. You guys are phenomenal. The questions are top notch. You guys are amazing, and I'll see you soon. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I'll just join you, and you join me, and we have a great conversation, and we just talk shit, and we help each other out. Let's fucking go. So thank you so much, everyone. I'll